You are a freelancer looking for work abroad but end up chained to a desk in the jungle, forced to defraud Americans for money, otherwise severe punishment awaits you. This isn't a joke, viewer. This is reality that gives me goosebumps. Or you just go for coffee when a military truck stops, drags you inside, and forces you to be a human shield for an army you hate. This is a nightmare come true. And a 19-year-old gamer who used to play shooters and now controls a real drone to launch strikes on a dictator's bunker? From games to real combat operations, it's like an upgrade in hell, and it pisses me off because Gen Z doesn't deserve this. And there is one more massive and scary fact that is affecting the money in your bank account right now. But I saved this secret for the very end, viewer. Hold on, because this will blow your mind. And by the way, this episode is about Myanmar. I went into the shadows for this video, monitored encrypted rebel channels on Telegram, analyzed leaked junta documents from 2025, and tracked crypto wallets of shadow operators. World media forgot about this country like yesterday's trend, but I found ironclad proof, and it turns me inside out. How can one stay silent about such a hell? We are answering 8 questions about the harshest reality of 2026. Why are thousands of foreigners held hostage in cities of deception right on the border? This isn't fiction, and it makes me angry. How can people be mocked like this? How Gen Z turned a civil conflict into a high-tech revolution with the help of 3D printers. They print weapons, drones. It's genius and scary at the same time. Huge respect to them, but my heart bleeds. Why Buddhist monks, symbols of peace, now carry assault rifles and bless airstrikes. What a twist from meditation to combat. This shocks me, but I understand why they picked up guns. And why the capital of the country is a ghost city with 20-lane highways, but not a single car. You will see these creepy shots in the middle of the video. They give you chills like a horror video at 3 a.m. Let's get to the video. It's 2024. Military dictator Min Aung Hlaing, can't pronounce the damn name, realizes he's losing. His soldiers are surrendering in bunches. The army is bursting at the seams. And so he activates the nuclear option, the mandatory conscription law. Bam! Suddenly every man from 18 to 35 and woman from 18 to 27 becomes army property. This is real hell. Imagine you're walking home unsuspecting. A truck breaks. They grab you by the scruff of the neck. 2 weeks of training and you're thrown to the front as expendable material to clear minefields, and you'll be clearing them with your own body. This gives me goosebumps. This caused a mass exodus. Thousands of young people rushed into the jungle to join the rebels or tried to break through to Thailand. The country is literally ruining its children to survive. How can one torment their own people like this? And remember, the most interesting part will be at the end. Keep watching. You think forced labor is a story from textbooks? Ha! Welcome to KK Park in the border town of Myawaddy. This is the world capital of fraud. Criminal gangs build huge complexes guarded by the military. They lure people from India, Kenya, Malaysia, and even Europe with promises of high-paying IT jobs. The trap snaps shut lightning fast. As soon as you arrive, they take your passport, lock you in a room with a computer. Your job? Create fake profiles on Tinder or Instagram and trick Westerners for crypto. Didn't meet the quota? You face harsh measures, isolation, or physical discipline. It's pure horror that makes my heart bleed. And this isn't a local problem. If you get spam about crypto investments, most likely it's written by a captive from a bunker in Myanmar. But hold on, there's even more ahead. Usually, wars are fought by soldiers, but in Myanmar, the confrontation is fought by Zoomers, and it's just a total blast. When the coup happened in 2021, the youth didn't just go out to protest, they logged off and picked up weapons for real. God-tier techno shift. They didn't have normal weapons, so they grabbed 3D printers and started printing semi-automatic rifles right in jungle huts. Imagine, viewer, gamer skills from PUBG and Call of Duty are now used to pilot ordinary drones like DJI and drop payloads on military bases with frightening accuracy. They call themselves the PDF, People's Defense Force, wear skinny jeans, listen to K-pop, and right now are wrecking one of the largest armies in Southeast Asia. It's genius, scary, and inspiring at the same time. Huge respect to them, but my heart bleeds because Gen Z is forced to fight for freedom instead of streaming and living their lives. The most amazing fact will be at the end. Don't switch, and we move on. This is the creepiest place on Earth, Naypyidaw. The military built this capital in secret in the mid-2000s, spent billions of dollars. There are 20-lane highways designed so planes could land on them. Huge hotels, shopping malls, everything is top-notch. The catch? Nobody lives there. It's a pure ghost town. The generals erected it as a bunker to hide from their own people and from any foreign invasions. It looks like a simulation that glitched. While the rest of the country starves and fights, the generals play golf in this empty concrete bubble. These shots give you chills, as if you ended up in a post-apocalyptic movie, but this is the reality of 2026. How can one build such a monster when people are perishing? When you think of Buddhism, you imagine meditation, peace, tranquility, right? Now meet Ma Ba Ta. This is an ultra-nationalist group of monks, ninja turtles to the max, firearms instead of swords. Their leader, Warathu, aka Master Splinter, was once called the face of Buddhist radicalism by Time magazine. Yes, exactly like that, on the cover in 2013. A twist that makes your brain boil. These monks support the brutal army. They believe the army is the only thing protecting Buddhism from Islam and foreign influence. So you see surreal scenes. Monks blessing tanks and soldiers before they go to burn villages and participate in combat themselves. This completely flips everything you knew about religion here, from symbols of peace to blessing violence. It shocks me. How can one use saffron robes to justify such horror? The rebels are winning on the ground, so the junta uses its only advantage, the air. They buy jet fuel and spare parts, often bypassing sanctions to strike their own citizens, and it's a pure nightmare. The horror in April 2023, they dropped a thermobaric device on a gathering in Paziji village. More than 160 people lost their lives instantly, including minors. The aftermath was horrifying. This is daily reality. Schools and hospitals are targets. If you hear a jet engine sound in Myanmar, you run. These shots bring a lump to my throat. How can one so cynically eliminate innocence? How does a bankrupt government finance a war? Illicit substances. Myanmar is a key part of the Golden Triangle, and since all this chaos started, the production of synthetics and madness pills has skyrocketed to the skies. The economy is at rock bottom, but the military and their allied militias protect labs in the jungles, flooding Thailand, Australia, and all of Asia with cheap compounds. The money from this product, which ruins lives in Bangkok or Sydney, goes straight for bullets that take lives in Myanmar. It's a vicious circle. This is pure hell, where shadow dealers and generals fatten up while the people suffer. And now, that massive and scary fact that is affecting everything right now, including the money in your pocket. Yes, viewer, it's connected to crypto and the schemes from the beginning. The army is losing. In late 2023, the Three Brotherhood Alliance launched Operation 1027 and captured huge chunks of territory. And this broke the game. The future? Myanmar might cease to exist as a single country. It is splitting into small states ruled by warlords. Some will be democratic, others shadow empires, others puppets of China. This is the total disintegration of a nation. The consequences will hit the whole region and beyond. This will redraw Southeast Asia forever. Let's summarize. On one side, a high-tech generation fighting for freedom with drones and 3D printers, real heroes. On the other, dinosaurs of the military regime surviving on deception and trafficking. The world ignores this, but the outcome of this conflict will redraw all of Southeast Asia. What do you think? If the government forced you to fight for something you hate, would you run or start fighting? Write in the comments honestly. I read every single one. And check out my other investigations right here in the playlist. Bye everyone, viewer. Take care of yourselves and don't go to Myanmar.